Hi, beautiful souls. Spirit came through with this message for you today. The collective energy is heavy right now, but your ancestors are surrounding you with protection. They want you to know how to navigate this without absorbing what isn't yours. If you found this video, it's because you've been feeling the weight of the world lately, and you need to understand what energy you're picking up and how to shield yourself from it. Spirit has some powerful guidance about how to stay protected and aligned. Your ancestors have your back. Remember, this is a collective message. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's begin. We first received summer. Bask in joy and light. Here's what Spirit wants you to understand. Even though the world feels heavy right now, there's still so much light available to you. Summer energy in the collective means that underneath all the chaos, all the fear, and all of the drama, there's still joy trying to break through. But here's the thing, you're not just soaking up everyone's pain, you're also picking up on their potential for happiness, their moments of wonder, their ability to find light in dark places. The problem is that most people are so focused on what's wrong that they're missing what's right. Spirit says that you're like a magnet for joy right now. You're collecting every moment of laughter, every act of kindness, and every spark of hope that happens around you. But you might not even realize it because you've been trained to expect the worst. Start noticing the light that you're absorbing, not just the shadows, that random smile from a stranger, that wave hello from a child, that perfect sip of coffee, that song that makes your heart lift. You're gathering all of that energy too. Let yourself soak in it. The next card was Lord. Take charge with authority. The collective energy that you're absorbing right now has everything to do with power. Who has it? Who's misusing it? And who's scared of it? Lord energy says that you're picking up on everyone's relationship with authority, including your own messy feelings about it. Some of what you're feeling isn't even yours. It's other people's terror of stepping into their power, their fear of being seen as too much or too bossy, their conditioning that says authority is dangerous or corrupt. But Spirit says that you're also absorbing this massive awakening to personal power that's happening. People are finally realizing that they don't need permission to live their lives. They don't need approval to make their own choices. That they don't need someone else's blessing to claim what's theirs. What you're feeling is people both fighting against authority and finally stepping into their own power. Old systems falling apart and new ones trying to be born. It's messy because transformation is always messy. So stop apologizing for your authority. Stop dimming your leadership because it makes other people uncomfortable. The world needs people who aren't afraid to take charge with love, with wisdom, and with integrity. Our next card is Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. And on a side note, I love this deck. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. You're soaking up warrior energy from the collective right now, and it's intense. People are in fight mode, fighting for their rights, fighting for their beliefs, fighting just to survive. Some of that battle energy is landing in your nervous system, whether you asked for it or not. But here's what Spirit wants you to know. Not all warrior energy is angry or aggressive. You're also picking up on people's courage, their refusal to back down from what matters, their willingness to stand up for the vulnerable, and their determination to protect what they love. The warrior card says that you're absorbing both sides of the collective strength. The shadow side is rage, violence, and the need to destroy, while the light side is fierce love, protective instincts, and the courage to do what's right even when it's scary. Your job isn't to absorb all the anger and carry it around like a backpack full of rocks. Your job is to channel the courage, the determination, the fierce love into something that actually helps, into boundaries that protect your peace, and into actions that serve your highest good. You're a spiritual warrior, my love, not a physical one. Your battles are fought with love, with truth, and by refusing to let fear make your decisions. Our next card is Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. And look at this. Ugh, it is beautiful. The cards feel like butter. Mirror Guardian says a lot of the energy that you're absorbing from the collective is actually showing you something about yourself. All of those things that trigger you the most in the world, they're mirrors. The behaviors that make you the angriest, they're reflections of something that you need to look at within yourself. This doesn't mean that you're responsible for other people's choices or that you caused all of this chaos. It means that your reaction to the collective energy is telling you exactly what needs healing in your own life. If you're absorbing a lot of powerlessness from people around you, then ask yourself, where in your life are you giving your power away? If you're picking up on rage, where in your life are you not honoring your own anger? And if you're feeling everyone else's fear, what are you afraid to face in yourself? Spirit says the collective is holding up a giant mirror right now, and what you see reflected back tells you exactly what you need to work on. Not to beat yourself up about it, but to heal it. Not to fix yourself, but to love yourself through the healing. The energy that you're absorbing is meant to wake you up, not weigh you down. It's meant to show you where you're ready to grow, not where you're broken. We were then given Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Here's the most important thing that Spirit wants you to understand about the collective energy. You're not just absorbing it, love, you're transforming it. Magic Guardian says that you have the ability to take heavy energy and turn it into something beautiful. Look, the world is waking up spiritually right now, and you're right in the middle of it. People are finally remembering they're not as powerless as they were told. They're figuring out that they can actually heal themselves, manifest what they want, change their whole reality by just shifting how they think. Some of the energy that you're picking up is pure magic. Other people's excitement about their spiritual gifts, their wonder at synchronicities, and their joy in discovering they're stronger than they thought. But you're also absorbing the fear that comes with awakening, the terror of being too weird, the doubt about whether any of it is real, the conditioning that magic is dangerous. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. I am constantly being amazed by spirit, watching the pendulum move, the cards that come out, the messages that are coming through. It's amazing. I love it. But I can see how it can be scary for someone who's never experienced it before. Spirit says that your job is to unlock your own magic and use it to transform the collective fear into collective healing. Every time that you choose love over fear, every time you trust your intuition, every time that you use your gifts to help others, you're cleaning up the energy field for everyone. You're not just experiencing this awakening, you're helping to create it. Spirit sees exactly where we're struggling, and now with the following cards, they want to show us the way through it. Our first card is Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. Okay, this is going to sound backwards, but Spirit says that the way to stay protected right now is to drop your shields. Not your boundaries, your shields. And there's a big difference. Shields are what we put up when we're scared. They're rigid, defensive, and built from trauma and mistrust. They might keep some bad energy out, but they also keep all of the good energy out too. They're exhausting to maintain, and they make you feel isolated and alone. Protection Guardian says that the real protection comes from alignment, not armor. When you're aligned with your truth, with your values, with your purpose, negative energy just bounces off of you naturally. You don't have to work so hard at it. Spirit wants you to trust that you're being divinely protected, that your ancestors, your guides, and your higher self are all working together to keep you safe, that you can be open-hearted without being naive. The protection that you need isn't around you, it's within you. It's your connection to source, trusting your intuition, your deep knowing that you are loved and supported by forces that you can't even see. So drop the walls and keep the wisdom. Stay open, but stay smart about it. We were then given night. Be brave and honest. Spirit says that the way to stay aligned is to be brave enough to tell the truth about what you're feeling, about what you're seeing, about what you need, and about what you will and won't accept. Night energy is about courage in action, not reckless bravery, but conscious courage, the willingness to have difficult conversations, the strength to set boundaries that might disappoint people, and the honesty to admit when something isn't working. A lot of the collective energy feels overwhelming because people are trying to be nice instead of being real. They're swallowing their truth to keep the peace. They're pretending that everything's fine when it's not, and they're avoiding conflict even when conflict is necessary for healing. Spirit says that your protection comes from your honesty. When you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what lie you told. When you're authentic, you don't have to worry about being exposed. And when you're real, you attract people who can handle your reality. The night protects by being honorable, not by being perfect, by standing for something, not by pleasing everyone, and by choosing courage over comfort and truth over approval. Be brave enough to be yourself, even when, and especially when, the world is trying to make you into someone else. We then received mountains. Stand your ground. Mountains don't move for storms. They don't apologize for taking up space. They don't worry about other people's opinions of their height. Spirit says, this is the energy that you need to embody right now. The collective is swirling with chaos, change, and uncertainty. Everyone's trying to figure out what's real, what's true, and what's worth fighting for. In the middle of all of that confusion, you need to be the mountain. This doesn't mean being rigid about everything. Mountains change too. They just do it slowly and on their own terms. They let the storm rage around them without letting those storms tell them who they are. Spirit is asking you to get grounded in what you know to be true, your values, your beliefs, your non negotiables, the things that matter so much to you that you'd rather be alone than compromise them. When everyone else is being blown around by the wind of public opinion, you stand your ground. When everyone else is changing their stance based upon what's popular, you stay rooted in what's real. Mountains attract people who need stability, who need something solid to lean against, who need proof that it's possible to be unshakable in a shaky world. We then received autumn, release the old and rest. Spirit says that part of staying aligned right now means letting go of who you used to be, the version of you that tried to save everyone, the version that absorbed everyone's problems like a sponge, the version that thought it would be your job to fix the world. Autumn energy is about natural release. Trees don't struggle to let go of their leaves, they just let them fall when it's time. They trust that letting go is part of the cycle, that death leads to rebirth, and that endings make space for beginnings. You've been holding to old ways of being that aren't serving you anymore, old patterns of people pleasing, old habits of overgiving, and old beliefs about what makes you worthy of love. Spirit wants you to let it all fall away like autumn leaves, not with drama or force, but with the natural grace of something whose time has come, and then rest, but actually rest, not just physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Give yourself permission to be dormant for a while, to not have all the answers, to not be constantly growing and improving and evolving. Sometimes the most aligned thing you can do is absolutely nothing. Sometimes protection looks like taking a nap. Sometimes staying grounded means staying home. And the last card we received was Eagle. See from a higher perspective. This is about rising above the chaos to see what's really happening. When you're on the ground level, everything looks overwhelming, but when you fly higher, you can see the patterns, the purpose, and the bigger picture. Spirit says that the collective energy feels so intense because you're looking at it from ground level. From up here, they can see that all of this chaos is actually transformation. All this conflict is actually awakening. And all of this breakdown is actually a breakthrough. The eagle asks you to zoom out, to remember that you chose to be here during this time of massive change, that your soul knew exactly what it was signing up for, that this lifetime isn't a punishment, it's an assignment. When you see from Eagle's perspective, you understand that you're not a victim of collective energy, you're a healer of it. You're not here to suffer through the transformation, you're here to guide it. Eagle helps you remember that you have the power to soar above anything that tries to pull you down, that you can witness the chaos without getting lost in it, and that you can care without carrying everyone's stuff. The higher perspective isn't about detachment, it's about discernment. It's about seeing clearly so that you can respond wisely instead of just reacting emotionally to everything. Spirit's final whisper is this: you didn't come here to fix the world, you came here to heal it. And the healing happens one person at a time, starting with you. So trust the process, trust your power, and trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Thank you so much for watching, my love. The collective energy is intense right now, but you are so much stronger than anything trying to pull you down. Your ancestors chose you for this time because they knew you could handle it. Trust that knowing. I would love to hear your thoughts and insights. Tell me in the comments what resonated most deeply with you today. If your heart is being called to deeper guidance, I offer spirit-led readings through my Etsy shop, both pendulum and tarot. Each reading is crafted with love and care, and a sacred space is held just for you. You'll find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Remember, love, this was a collective reading. Trust your intuition and take only what resonates while lovingly leaving the rest behind. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you're alerted when new videos are available. I love you. I appreciate you. And remember, you carry the wisdom of your ancestors in your bones. You are more protected and more powerful than you know.